Greetings! I'm your host, Dr. WOLFULA, and welcome to my Q&A! I have been asked a great many questions by my vast audience, more questions than I wish to answer. So here are the questions I chose and the answers I'll give. Alright, shoot. Adrian Creven asked, would you consider reviewing other genres of movies along with horror? Because it's funny whatever you say about them. And what does it take to pull a hilarious voice like yours? You kidding me? I've reviewed quite a number of non-horror movies. You just have to look for them. Also, what's wrong with my voice? Crow550 asked, is Wolf Cop related to you? I'm neither wolf nor cop, so I don't think we're related by blood. I'm a Wolfulite after all. It's different. Supercell615 asked, dear Dr. Wolfula, what kind of doctor are you? I have a PhD in African American Studies. I sometimes hold lectures at NYU. Diehards asked, do you use the exact same footage of you in every video? I happen to notice a lot of clips that look the same as every other. I'll have you know that I suffer from repetitive hand motion syndrome, or RHMS. I'm very self-conscious about it, and it hurts when people question me about it. Thanks, buddy. Visual Snake asked, do you like metal? Of course I like metal. It's a very useful material. Antero Murtaranta asked, Coca-Cola or Pepsi? Coca-Cola, of course. I'm not a monster. Well, I am, but that's not what I meant. Slick Mick Anonymous asked, why is poop brown? It's not always that color. Cameron Adams asked, dear Dr. Wolfula, what would be your favorite horror movie, whether it be Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, or my personal favorite, The Garbage Pail Kids? Sometimes I wonder how many videos of mine my subscribers actually watched. Oh well, my favorite horror movie is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's not as scary as Garbage Pail Kids, but that movie is too spooky for me. Jack Denton asked, if you could erase one horror movie from history, which would it be? I honestly can't say I've ever hated a movie so much that I'd risk disrupting the space-time continuum just so it wouldn't exist. Rodrigo Villegas asked, Dr. Wolfula, are you fan of hyper-violent films? Just violent films in general that have meaning, not like Hostel or Saw franchise after the first one. If you are, I would like to know which of them are. I'm a very big fan of hyper-violent films. My favorite is Bloodthroat Fun Tape 36 by Matthew Gabradello, the famed Chicago skin stealer. That man is a genius filmmaker. Matthew Grant asked, do you like turtles? They're alright, I guess. Charlie's Animations asked, why doesn't your mouth move? We Wolfulites don't need to move our mouths to talk. Would you move your mouth if you didn't have to while talking? I didn't think so. Undead Saint asked, where do babies come from? I'm going to need your parents to sign a permission slip before I tell you. Malik's Crew asked, is a chicken gay? Apparently not, since Chick-fil-A serves it. Andres Avalos asked, in your opinion, what makes the perfect horror movie? Atmosphere. It's all about creepy, sinister ambiance to me. The greats like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Shining have that going for it. Squishy Potato asked, are you best buddies with Jason? He's not fun to hang out with. He just stands there, not saying anything. Awkward! All Out War 5001 asked, favorite video game? My favorite video game is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Playing as Hanhar, the evil Wookiee, is the closest I've ever gotten to being represented in a video game. Gabriel Atkin asked, if you could have a superpower, what would it be and why? Web slinging. Anatomically correct web slinging. I don't think this needs explaining. Roberto De Leon asked, Pinhead, who, what, when, why, where, how did he get evil? Let me tell you something, if you had a bunch of nails in your fucking head, you'd probably be evil too. Phil Dumbass asked, why do you wear that mask? What the hell are you going on about, dumbass? Dark Devil 905 asked, Dr. Wolfula, why do you have dead prostitutes in your closet? I think you have me confused with somebody else on YouTube. Oi Oi asked, dear Dr. Wolfula, why the hell did Halloween 3 get funding at all? 'Cause it's neat. That's why. War Machine 332 asked, what came first, The chicken or the egg? You have eggs for breakfast, duh. Skellington Girl 1992 asked, Dr. Wolfula, do you think some remakes are good? Oh yeah, there are plenty of good remakes. Since that's all you asked me, I'm not gonna list any of them. Jose Rendon asked, how come you take like 3 weeks to review a movie? These things take time, damn it. How am I expected to exact my vengeance upon the local populace and deliver daily videos? It's inconceivable. Michael Myers asked, Dr. Wolfula, who is your favorite horror movie killer? You will be pleased to hear that you are my favorite movie killer, Michael. I am such a suck-up. Zombie Slayer 5 asked, why is the sky blue? I don't fucking know. Bob Luz asked, do you think you'll ever make a Let's Play? I already make Let's Plays, sometimes. Alfie Southern asked, what your fave movie? Shawshank Redemption. It's about 2 buddies in prison. Richard Capps asked, will you review Sailor Moon? Of course I will. I have much to say about Sailor Moon. I'm almost ready. Janelle Ecker asked, are you friends with Freddy Krueger? He never returns my calls. I see him sometimes and ask him if he wants to hang out. He seems to be into it, but he never bothers to follow up. Fucking celebrities, man. Fucking celebrities. John Stubbs asked, is my name stupid? I've seen dumber names. Still, you should consider changing it, Stubby. Joanne Andrew asked, where do you come from? Wolfula'S 5, in the Forbidden Regions. Joanne Andrew asked, why do goth kids come to your house? I don't know. They're just these local suicide pact kids who think the Wolfula looks haunted or metal or whatever, and they think, this will be a really awesome place to kill ourselves. I'm sick of it. Nobody ever looks for them, and I gotta clean up the mess. Joanne Andrew asked, why did you start your YouTube channel? I didn't start it. I just mysteriously upload my videos to some guy's channel. I thought YouTube was a paid subscription thing. Turns out it's free. The Honest Fellow asked, what is your relation to Jack Stickman? It's just the channel name. It's not an actual person. The High But Wise asked, have you killed someone? If so, why? You'll find out once you turn around. Alberto Salmaron asked, how was it that you were born? Once again, I'm going to need your parents to sign a permission slip before I tell you. Fart Poop asked, do you love me? I'm not in love with you. Zomboy Productions asked, is this question disappointing? Is this answer disappointing? Scar Hero Films asked, do you read creepypastas? I eat creepypasta, but I had no idea you could read it. Johnny Dredd asked, where would you rather live, Canada or China? Canada. It's so easy for people to get lost up there. Emma asked, what is the strangest thing you have ever eaten? Taco Bell. Old Man Buffalo asked, are you my mommy? I believe I knew your mother, son. Does your name happen to be Johnny? What's it been? 13 years? 14? My lord, it's like I'm looking in a mirror. Does your mother still hang out at dockside bars? Johnny, do you play baseball? Fly of Minecraft asked, Dr. Wolfula, out of all the movies you reviewed, which one do you think is the best? TerrorVision. It's an insane satire of sci-fi, horror, and 1980s American culture. The Camping Pony asked, why are you so creepy? Whatever do you mean? You don't know what creepy is. You have no idea. Cool Guy Ruben 07 asked, does it bother you when movie sequels deviate too much from the first movie, or change everything altogether like in the TCM or Evil Dead series? Evil Dead shows that trying something a little different with each sequel can deliver great movies in their own right. A sequel shouldn't really model itself off of the original, because then you just have the same movie, but slightly different. AZ Electro Kid asked, what would you rather jump into a pool of? A pool of pudding, a pool of jello, or a pool of whipped cream? I'm gonna assume I'm not allowed to eat the contents of this pool. In that case, I go with whipped cream. It's easier to swim in. I know from experience. Sam Keating asked, dear Dr. Wolfula, what is your favorite character in a horror movie, excluding the villain? Ash Williams. If we're just talking about slasher movies, Dr. Loomis then. Mr. Fireworks AAA asked, If you're this interdimensional being who sees the very concept of space and time as a speck of meaningless dust in your eternal existence, then what's the craziest shit you've ever seen in your life? I'd have to say Paris Hilton's Carl's Jr. commercial. Gentleman John Campbell asked, Dr. Wolfula, I'm a pro wrestler in search of a tag team partner. Being you are a monster, it seems like a no-brainer that I would ask you, do you want to beat people up with me? If you're beating up little kids, I think I'm your guy. What was your favorite video that you uploaded? I don't know. Maybe the H2 video because it's the longest. Quantity over quality for me. Blaine Martin asked, Are you dead? I'm between life and death, so kind of. Tanner Wyant asked, How do you make your skin look so smooth? A Clearasil Proactive and Neutrogena cocktail every day, injected into my bloodstream. Lorenzo Belmontes asked, Hey Doc, could you tell me what the ratings at the end of your videos are? Like, what do they even mean? It's my new and innovative, experimental rating system that I call the Judgment of Kept Esoteric Rating Scale, or the JOKE Rating Scale. I can't really explain it yet because I'm still in the process of patenting it. Nana's 918 asked, Dr. Wolfula, will you ever get a Facebook fan page? I already have a Facebook fan page, since 2011. Look it up. Mr. Magin Hunter asked, What's in the 2 red boxes behind you? 2 smaller red boxes. What's inside them is anyone's guess. Liquor Store Whore asked, Would you consider running for president? I already did. I ran against Nixon in '68. He beat me to signing a deal with Satan and won. They don't call him Tricky Dick for nothing. Schizophrenia asked, What's it like in hell? Hell is like Florida, only the buildings are on fire all the time. Chris Shira asked, Have you beaten Mike Tyson in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? I can hardly beat Glass Joe. Jack Barshinger asked, What is your first name? I don't have one officially. I'm like Cher or Prince. When I'm not doing this, though, I usually go by the name Bill Cosby. The XX Wolfpack XX asked, Do you like any anime? You mean Pokemon, right? Sure. Patrick Diedrich asked, How do they do dual roles on TV? Cloning when they do it right. Patrick Diedrich asked, Have you seen Duck Dynasty? No, and I think I'm better for it. I see enough of it at the local liquor store. Katie Farrell asked, Dr. Wolfula, I found this dead guy in my basement. I have no idea how it got there. How can I get rid of it without getting looks from my neighbors? Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I put that dead guy in your basement. Don't worry, though. Just call your nearest Taco Bell and they'll take that corpse off your hands. Miguel Guerra asked, Hey Doc, if the world was taken over by zombies, what would you do? Hide underneath a table. I don't claim to know what to do in this situation like most people. At least I'm honest. Raider Mags asked, What's your favorite food? The KFC Double Down. It's a modern marvel. Bystander 55 asked, Dr. Wolfula, what's your biggest fear? Myself. I can't look in any mirrors. Alex Texan asked, Dear Doc Wolfula, I have girlfriend that I like. How should I tell her and thank you? If she's your girlfriend, why haven't you told her that you like her yet? That's just cold. Johnny Darko 602 asked, Dr. Wolfula, what is the meaning of life? 42. Well, those are my answers, and I'm sticking to them. I'm sorry I couldn't answer all of your questions. Maybe another time. I will say that some of you asked some really fucking personal questions. Others just asked me when or if I'd ever talk about a certain movie. I'll answer all of your requests right now. I don't know. Maybe if I ever feel like it. I'll tell you this much, if anybody's making requests around here, it's gonna be me.